Hi everyone, welcome. So in today's video we're kind of going to be discussing a bit more of a serious topic, which is safety tips when it comes to dating. So before I get into that video, I just want to speak about my look a tiny bit because it is different to what I usually do. Now, I'm in love with the Weird Sisters from Sabrina on Netflix, and I'll put a pic of them up here, and I just wanted to try and emulate them. So let me know in the comment section if you think I did a good job or not, because I basically encourage people to go out and date, and especially online. I feel like it really is my responsibility to come on here and do a video, an updated video about being safe when dating, because not everybody, I feel like, has watched my previous video. I'll link it up here right now. If you're not on a laptop, I'll put it in the description box as well. So let's get into this topic. Do not give out any personal or possibly detrimental information about yourself online. So an example is when you are speaking to somebody and they ask you for your banking information. They ask you for your username or password, or they ask you for your address. That is information, guys, that you just do not give out online at all under any circumstance. That's just like 101. Because some people are preying on people online to do fraudulent activities. So just make sure that you don't get yourself involved or mixed up in stuff like that, and just be aware that those things happen. Okay, so don't give out personal information. Don't give out your password ever. Don't give out your username. Don't give out your address to somebody online who you don't know, because it's not safe. Plan out your commute to your date and home. This means that you're not getting into the car with your date, so your date isn't coming to collect you and take you home, so they still don't have to know where you live, and you're making sure that you have planned out your commute to and from the date, so you know how you're going to get to your date and get home. So you also need to remember, guys, when you are going home, it's probably going to be around 11 p.m. or something like that, so it's kind of late. So make sure that you guys choose the safest way home, and do not get into a car with somebody that you don't know. Do not go to a non-public place with your date, i.e. their house, their car, a hotel room, or take them back to your place. No, you really need to keep your dates in a public place, because that is the safest thing for you. So about 50% of the time you've met your date online. You really don't know this person. You don't know their intentions. You don't know their character. You really don't know anything about them apart from what they want you to know and what they've chosen to disclose to you. So it's really important that you don't go to any isolated places with somebody that you don't know, for obvious reasons. These are the two main reasons why I'm saying this. So the first reason is because if you go to an isolated place with this person, they could maybe assault you in some way. So you really are not safe if you put yourself in that predicament. And the second reason why I say that that's a bad idea and a no-no is because if you go to a guy's house, you let him go to your house, or you guys go to a hotel room and you've just met, you are now lumped into a box by him, and that box is that you cannot be taken seriously anymore, because you are the type of woman that goes back to a guy's place and he just won't really take you seriously after that point anyway. So you've screwed up whatever it was that you probably wanted the outcome to be. So that's why I say that it's just always a bad idea. Safety, from a safety point of view and in a long-term point of view. Do not leave your drink unattended. Now, this tip is very, very crucial, and you guys might think, no, he seems like a nice guy, or he doesn't seem like the type of person that may put something in my drink. But the truth of the matter is that you don't know, because you can't read his mind. I have been spiked before, and that's why I've learned from that experience, and that's why I'm telling you guys, make sure that you keep your drinks with you. Do not leave them unattended. Your drink should only be with you. Tell a friend or a family member where you're going on your date. Not everybody has this option to tell people where they're going, and some people don't want to because they feel like they're grown or whatever. So just make sure, if you have that option and you can, then let somebody know where you're going to be. Trust your gut instinct. This is so important, guys, because you can feel like something's too good to be true, and it probably is. You can feel like somebody's not being genuine because they probably aren't. You can feel like you don't want to go somewhere or do something because it just doesn't feel good to you at that time, and that's because it probably isn't. So please trust your gut instinct. And as a woman, your gut instinct is amazing. So trust it, believe it, trust in yourself. Let me give you an example of trusting your gut instinct. So let's say, for example, you have been on a first date with a guy. He seems okay, you guys have a lot of things in common, he ticks a lot of your boxes, but throughout the night he said a couple of things that you haven't particularly liked, but that haven't really bothered you, but you just took a mental note of it. Now, the end of the day comes, you guys are walking to the tube station, you're going your separate ways, mind you, but you're going the same way, in the same direction, to the train station. And he suggests that you take a shortcut that you know of, which is through an alleyway. It's a really short alleyway, and you know that it's a lot quicker. You've been that way before. It's usually safe and you've never had any problems. But in that split second when he asked you to take the shortcut, you had a feeling that you just didn't want to go that way with him. That is not just you being crazy. That is not just you thinking, oh, I really don't want to go that way. That is a gut instinct which is telling you you don't want to go that way for whatever reason. It could be because you haven't liked a couple of the things that he said that night, or it could just be that you don't feel safe with him. So it's really important that you trust your gut instinct at all times. And the reason why I did a scenario for that and I tried to explain that is because some people don't understand the difference between their gut instinct and them just being irrational. That being said, thank you guys for watching, and also carry on dating, enjoy it, have fun, and just keep what I've said in mind. Alright, so I'll see you guys in my next video.